Hey guys, it's Colin with HK Land Solutions, and we are getting ready to start our next job. We are going to be doing a pond restoration. So this pond has probably not been touched or maintained in, I can't remember exactly what the customer said, 12 years, 15 years. It's been a long time. So there's some big timber around it, just overgrown. You can't fish around it. You can't even see the pond at the moment, so just can't enjoy it. So we're going to come in and we're going to strip everything off the sides. We're going to leave, some of the big trees, obviously, but all the underbrush and smaller trees, we're going to take them out, clean them up, and the customer's already got a burn pile started. He told us for this project just to move everything to that burn pile and stack it up for him, and then he's capable of burning it and taking care of it himself. So unless he wants us to do it at the end of the project, which I wouldn't mind either, but whatever he wants, we're gonna get it done. So we got the case 57 moved over here earlier this week, and then Colton just dropped this off, and Colton actually just left. He's going to pick up a new to us grapple. We had one when we had the Kubota, got rid of it, so now we haven't needed a grapple for a project in a while. So we found this one for a pretty good price. So he's headed to pick it up, and we're going to be using it a pretty good bit on this job. If I can get this gate open. All right, let me get two hands here, and I'm gonna walk down to the pond, take some before pictures, and then I'm gonna show you guys what we got to do. All right, so here's what we got in a nutshell. As you can see, or you can't see, the pond down here, it is grown up all around it. Pretty good bit, actually. So our goal is to come in and let's look out for the critters with no legs. We're gonna rip out all these sweet gums and all these pines that are of manageable size. Like all these big pines, we're gonna leave them, but all these sweet gums in between all the big pines, we're gonna get all that. We could probably get some of these pines that are out by themselves. But yeah, man, this is grown up completely. And you can see from the other side, it's the same way. You've got some bigger trees, bigger pines right there. That side will probably open up a lot more than this side will. But anyway, it's going to look good. You can see kind of where the buildup of trees stops, so that's where we're headed to. We're gonna wrap ourselves all the way around this pond. We're gonna clean out the head section of the pond. There's some trees that have already been pushed up that are just laying there. We're gonna get those moved up the hill to the burn piles for them, and just get this cleaned up. So this should be a pretty good project. To be honest with you, these pond restoration jobs are, personally, they're my favorite to do. Number one, I always like being around the water. Number two, I think it's one of the biggest transformation projects, doing a project like this. I love doing the mulching, but projects like these that you can see a definite before and after, I just enjoy it. So we'll come down here and we'll take out some of these. We might go ahead and get that sweet gum and some of these just bushes, yopon. Just get this looking like it used to. I'm not gonna walk all the way to the other side. You can kind of get the idea. I'm gonna go get the excavator fueled up, and we will get right to it. All right, before we get started, I am going to change out the buckets. Let's see. No, I don't have a hydraulic quick connect. It's all manual. Really not hard at all to do. Takes about 60 seconds. Just got to get in and out of the cab one time. We didn't see the need at the time to spend an extra couple $1,000s for a hydraulic connect. We're still young, so we can hop in and out. Let me run this over here, get it topped off with fuel. I greased everything before I left the other day when I dropped it off, so a little bit of fuel and it's ready to go. Alright, so we will get started. I went ahead and just came to the far end. We're going to start down here and work our way back up to the gate, back to the head section of the pond. Our plan is to basically strip all this off. I'm going to lay it up on the side of the hill, and then we'll have the Minotaur with the grapple coming back behind it, and we will carry it all to the burn pile. There's a burn pile on the other end of that dam straight in front of us, so some of this material will probably go there, and then some of it will go to the head section of the pond. So that is our plan going forward. And we are going to make sure we don't mess up this pecan tree to our right. That was one of our instructions by the customer, is to leave it. So we'll just clear everything out from around it. Gonna have a heck of a burn pile by the time we're done. Yeah, this bucket is way better than the 3-foot bucket for clearing, for sure. I'll show you here in a second what I mean. But you can see how the 2 teeth on the grapple go in between those middle teeth on the bucket. They don't do that on the 3-foot bucket. The teeth hit each other, so you can't really grab any, especially all the small items. You can't grab anything, so it just makes it difficult. Try to get all these roots out of here. Be a lot of mud on these trees that are close to the pond, especially these little poplar trees. Their root system basically grows out and not down, so basically be a big ball of mud at the very end of them. Bear with me if I'm sniffling. I had started getting a sinus infection about 2 days ago. Went and got me a steroid shot today. I'm much better already. Starting to get into the thick of it here. We are making our way down the pond. See if we can get unwrapped from these vines. Jeez. vines will get you. You'll spend more time trying to get unraveled from them than actually getting them out of the trees. Stuff like that with that big bucket. That's what makes this one so much better for clearing. Alright, let's see if we can get spun around. Fall into the pond. Oh, these sweet gums are aggravating. Especially this time of the year, they're full of sap and just stringy. They don't hardly break apart. Right there. I take that back. They do snap. Get up there. Just don't snap at the root. It'll be stringy and fall apart. How about you? No. Come on. Alright, fine. I'll get a little closer. Getting down into the wet spot here, trying to track out here as far as I can and get all this out towards the water. This out here is actually not that muddy. It's pretty soft. I mean, pretty hard on the bottom. Oh, that's wet. Well, here's a quick update on where we are with the pond restoration project. So to start with, we've got everything for the most part cleared off this front side. I still want to come in and take out a few more of these pine trees in this corner, and then we still need to clear all these, or pull all these dead trees out of this head section of the pond. And then the other side of the pond, we've got the majority of it cleaned up. We've got a few smaller bushes along the water edge that we've got to get. But other than that, it's coming along pretty good as far as the clearing. Yesterday, we had a short hold up. I say short, it was an all-day affair. We had Colton and another guy down here working after we got several inches of rain from a storm the night before, and they ended up getting the Minotaur buried. Down here in the head section of the pond. As you can see, there's the aftermath. Tracks are slap full of mud. Oh, yep, it was it was buried pretty good. Let's walk down here and look at it. They started, this is where they started yesterday. Happened about 9 o'clock in the morning. Started getting stuck in this hole. Why they were down here, I'm not too sure. But anyway, they got stuck here. And we had the Mini X out here. So they tried working it out. Somehow ended up over here in this hole. And that is where it hung out the rest of the day. From about 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock. I got out here about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And decided I'd grab the trailer and go get the old D3 that you see up there. We'll go see it in a minute. So I went and got the D3. I hooked to it, and it wouldn't even break it loose. So I called my buddy Zane Johnson. He also does some land clearing, and he brought his John Deere 550 over here with some cable and chain, and we hooked the two dozers in tandem together, and it still wouldn't budge. So at that point we were kind of crap out of luck. Ended up calling the OPEX on. They brought a 40,000 pound wrecker, and they hooked the two big cables up to the Minotaur and was trying to pull it out, you know, forward. And they had the front end of that wrecker way up in the air trying to get it out, and it wouldn't go. So then I went and pulled the D3 down here to behind the Minotaur, put the blade all the way in the ground, just wedged it in, and then we ran a snatch block off the wrecker to the dozer to the Minotaur and tried to break suction, pulling it backwards. And well, long story short, we were on top of a stump, so we pulled it backwards off the stump just enough that we could regroup and pull it out from the front. And finally got it about 11 o'clock last night. So it was quite the adventure, but it happens. Getting stuck is gonna happen. Just part of this business. But at the end of the day, we got it out. No major damage was done to any equipment, so that's always a plus. But I ended up having to pull the wrecker out of here too. Had to return the favor. But anyway, that's where we're at with this project. I brought a couple shovels out here. I'm gonna get this Minotaur cleaned up, get all this crap out of the tracks, because that is not good for it. I'll get this moved out of the way, and then I'm gonna bring the dozer down here and regrade all this and attempt to fill in this hole, these two holes. Oh, so that's this morning's project. I have to be out of here by lunch today, so I need to get started. All right, we've got all the trees and debris picked up. I went around with the Mini X and got all that gathered and piled up right here. Got the Minotaur started up. We're about to hop on the D3, get it warming up. These old machines, I like to run them for 4 or 5 minutes before we start work. So come on, baby. There she goes. I believe this is a 1988 model. Fires right up. Oh, let's see. All right, we'll basically just start right here at the crest of this hill and blade all that back towards these holes that are opened up. Oh boy, here we go. Well, this is gonna take about half a day to get this Minotaur cleaned out. All the mud and the door from getting in and out. Joys of owning your own business. Let's get this old girl walked up the hill. I'm gonna get it out of the way so I can run the dozer through here. But oh well, that's how this job goes. You win some, you lose some. But we'll still get the job done for sure. That's never going to be a question. We're just a day behind now. Oh well. Alright, let me get this parked and we'll go hop on the dozer.